everybody, welcome to AJS News. This is the first of two videos we got for you today.
But first, a word from our sponsor.
Hey guys, here to tell you about my favorite app besides the Warhammer app that I use every freaking day, and that is Rocket Money. It helps me save so much money by showing me all of my reoccurring subscriptions that's charging me every month to see if maybe I need to cancel one.
Yeah, it lets you know when they're going up, like my cable bill, so I got rid of them, like my internet bill, so I got rid of them, my Netflix, soon to get rid of them. It'll with premium features, they can get rid of them for you.
Yeah, and I like to control my finances, so I'm up to date to see what bills are coming up, so I'm never surprised.
There's even a section that has you, they can lower your bills for you. They can negotiate on your behalf. They say, hey, you're spending too much in this particular area compared with everybody else. It is so helpful, guys. There's no reason not to try it because it's a free app. There are some premium features if you love it and you want to upgrade, but check it out now at rocketmoney.com/Angry Joe Show. That's our link. It's free to try. It's going to change your life and save you money, and that's what we're all about here. So check it out, and I hope you enjoy the video. Bye, guys.
Look, you stare at your phone all day long, you might as well get useful information on it, like when your bills are going up, because everyone's bills are going up.
Yeah.
And it's a really great tool.
Seriously, the best. All right, guys, AJS News. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 Angry Review is up. Go watch that. I spent hundreds and hundreds of hours editing and sorting through all the footage. Thank y'all for your patience on it. I need a break. I am taking a vacation to Scotland. I'm leaving Wednesday, and I won't be back until the 24th or the 23rd. Wish me luck. Should be a lot of fun. I've always wanted to go to Scotland. I'm going to take some, little vlog cameras with me and try to get some footage here and there. But I want to mostly disconnect, and kind of experience nature, touch grass, basically. So that's in AJS News. And let's see what the hell else has been going on in gaming, Alex.
Lighter week, but there's still some good ones. We'll start off with the Resident Evil movie series we were talking about.
Amazing.
No,
they were awful.
No,
the last ones
except
were
for like one was all right.
Yeah, one was all right. The most recent one I hated.
God knows.
And so people were wondering where these are going to go because they wanted to reboot the franchise. Yeah. It turns out Sony won the bidding war, Sony was the one that made them in the first place.
I wish they lost the bidding war. Yeah. We need new, fresh blood.
But the good news, if there is good news in the story, is it's not going to be made by Screen Gems, which is a Sony, typically where their lower budget ones go.
Okay.
This is actually going to be Sony Columbia Pictures, which is like where Morbius is made. And
Madam Web.
And Madam Web.
No.
And,
Craven.
So all that, it doesn't mean it's the same people that are making it necessarily.
Sure, right.
I would think some of them.
Yeah, it just means that the budget's going to be higher.
Yeah, those guys need something to do right now because the Sinister Six is over.
Get out of here.
I'm almost guaranteeing they're moving over to that.
That's what I'm thinking too.
Okay.
Speculation.
It is speculation. We do know that it's going to be done by the guy who did 2022's Barbarian movie, which pretty universal praise, right? Yeah. And so it's like we've got people who are passionate at the helm, and all we just have to hope is I
hope he gets more control than the other, the execs.
Yeah, we will see. We'll see what happened because even Sony was able to bully Sam Raimi and everyone else who did all these things. So hopefully he's got control and he won't have to do everything. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
But.
Yeah, because I don't know. The hype has really gone out. The movie was terrible. The Netflix show was terrible.
Yeah, I'm done. I've lost all hope.
Yeah.
I don't think that they can make a good one. Sony gets it again.
Are we going to get Lady D?
Lady D. All right, maybe that might be a little excited for Lady D. Was that redhead chick with the big boobies, like Mad Men or something like that? I just got a Reddit story or something with her.
Oh, Christina.
Yeah, Christina. Yeah. They were like, what MCU character could she play? Everybody's like, Emma Frost. I'm like, well, then Lady D. She could do Lady D.
Yeah, she just needs to be.
Lady Big Double D.
Yeah. So we'll see.
Fuck it. Moving on.
Yeah. In other kind of interesting news, a game I really liked won an award, and I just want to tell you about it. It's a Game of the Year at the UKIE Video Game Award Show.
Yeah.
Thank goodness you're here.
I didn't know what that was. It came over, started playing. I was like, "What the fuck is this game?"
Yeah,
it was amazing.
It is so great. We have a video up, so you can you can search for it on our channel, and amongst a lot of other really great videos. But that one was super fun, and it's great to see the passionate little team with amazing voice acting cast.
Yes.
Matt Berry is one of the people in there who we love over here.
Yes.
So, congrats to them.
If you haven't bought it, buy it.
Yeah,
it's
check
a
it
great
out.
game.
Death Stranding 2 got a lot of news. Kojima had a South by Southwest little showcase where he wanted to show.
I'm staying away from downtown.
Okay, yeah, we'll have to.
Well, he's leaving the country.
Trailer reaction.
Yeah.
So we'll do a trailer reaction for that, but we got some dates that are important. So June 26th is going to be the day where we get to play Death Stranding 2. So I've gotten until then to figure out a back brace, and OJ's going to have to lose some weight.
I'm lighter.
Yeah.
I'm lighter this time.
I don't think they carry the babies on the back no more, hopefully.
Yeah. We'll see.
We got to carry something.
Yeah, we'll figure out something to carry. We'll make something. But so that's when it's coming out. There's some cool reveals, but we'll save it for the trailer reaction, so make sure you check that one out. Tencent is gobbling up more stuff. They have acquired more shares in the Fromsoft parent company, Kadokawa. They, the Elden Ring maker, Dark Souls, all those other things.
Okay.
And so Sony gobbled up a bunch of shares. Tencent's gobbling a bunch of shares. I have a short list of companies that it's not that I trust them. I don't trust them because they're companies and they're not our friends.
Yeah.
But that I typically, they're probably going to make a good game, and they're on the short list. And so it makes sense that these companies are buying up because they've got creative people. They take care of their employees. It's like, hey, it's crazy how you are passionate and you take care of your employees, and then good games come out. But
yep, that's how it should be done.
Yeah.
Not done often.
Yeah, I'm praising them now until I have to play Night Rain with OJ, and then I will probably be cursing their existence because
You've played worse games where I literally drag you down.
Yeah.
Chain game.
Yeah, absolutely. And then one of the big stories this week is
what is it?
Nvidia. A couple months ago, we were talking about how they're like, "Hey, guess what? Our new 5070, our 50 series, it's cheaper and
sweet.
It tests. It's like it can compete with the 4090.
You're pretty skeptical.
And it's like all those other things." And I was like, "No, they're fucking lying. There's no way that makes any sense. The hardware doesn't line up. Like it sounds like they found the perfect situation where a game that is perfectly optimized, and the things just happen to meet up, and then in every other situation it doesn't work. Well, it turns out I was fucking right.
You were fucking
and so
they were lying.
Yeah.
Well, wait a minute. How? What numbers did they put out? Is it fake? Why don't they get sued? What is the caveat here?
They compared data points that it did make sense, and ignoring all of the other data points. Where you're like, hey, it's like they do the same thing in sports all the time.
1 in a million.
So they picked a very specific game where it's very favorable for that particular thing. Cherry picked the data and then got it.
Yeah. And so there is. The quote here is, "To call the two cards the same is an absolute flat-out lie," according to Gamers Nexus.
Yeah.
And so it's a bunch and they're not the only ones. Other people, they were given these cards early and allowed to test them. It's like, look, they are not the same. And as long as, they used the very specific language earlier, and I'm sure the NVIDIA shills are like, well, they didn't actually say it was better. They were implying a lot of things, and a lot of people were going to buy those cards based on those, what they were implying.
Those implications.
And then it's just not to say the case.
NVIDIA's getting real fucking annoying lately, making me really consider
Well, I'm just waiting till the other ones go on sale.
Yeah.
And then I could buy something because I definitely need an upgrade.
Yeah. So this one says, "This is a 49 killer and I am a liar," was the title of the Linus Tech Tips review. Ars Technica wrote that it's hard to classify the RTX 5070 as anything other than a disappointment. And so, of course, I would check out these websites if you really want to get into the nitty gritty as far as the comparisons. The problem is that people are looking at a $500-ish option. They don't want to spend $1,600, $2,000 on these super cards.
Because I was thinking about doing that.
Well, a $500 option, yeah, absolutely. Now it's looking more and more like it's like, well, let's see if we can get those AMD cards that just came out. Particularly we did look at the one that's the upgraded one of the two. If you can get that for the actual MSRP, it sounds like a pretty good deal. Because I was like you. I was like, maybe I get a 5070 if
Yeah,
any of these
yeah.
benchmarks are true. And it's like, they don't look like they're true. So I have to upgrade, but this doesn't look like it's the time.
Yeah, Monster Hunter is running like shit for me.
Yeah, that wow.
But it's just Monster Hunter,
It's
the
running like shit for
PC problem, but I thought they patched that just recently. So
there's a big patch for that today, so we'll see if anything goes through. But yeah, I mean that's really the big story that we got for this one is that Nvidia, the largest maker of GPUs, was kind of misrepresenting the performance of this new series. But honestly,
shameful.
I haven't looked at a new
Shameful display
release from them in a while and been super excited. So I don't know.
Yeah, all the excitement was just punched out of the gut. I was kind of waiting for the 50 series, you know, because I didn't like the 40 series and all the controversy around that. Now more controversy is like, all right, do I wait for a 60 series? Jesus.
You gotta wait. It's like, all right,
know,
which
man.
one is fucking legit and not above my price point?
Yeah.
$1,000?
Well, if we are looking at a silver lining in here, it does look like that the 40 series and the older versions actually still are performing fairly well in some of these games. And so it's like if you can find discounted ones, not used, because remember, people abuse GPUs for a variety of mining, and you don't want to buy any of those. But like you can probably get older cards and still do okay. And it's a requirement because game companies are not optimizing their games, and you have to throw hardware at the problem. Yeah. And it's just that's the unfortunate world that we live in as PC gamers. So, yeah.
That's about time.
Well, I've got some exciting news. Remember RoboCop Rogue City? We did that review there with our rip-off version of RoboCop.
Rip-off?
I mean, the generic, legit version of RoboCop. Well, they're getting a standalone expansion that sounds like The Raid. It's called RoboCop Rogue City Unfinished Business. It's going to be out this summer. We were surprised by the game. This is an arc of making crappy games, Rambo, the video game, and then they turn around and make a good one, RoboCop. So I want to continue to give props to Taeyon and Nacon.
I guess they have to say The Raid because they can't really say like Judge Dredd.
Well, Judge Dredd, you're right.
It is. You're going in and shooting because you can't. RoboCop is not going to go in doing fucking kung fu and shit.
Yeah. Well, they say The Raid, Joe, because Judge Dredd copied The Raid as well in terms of
but
that.
He used
it
guns,
was kind of
mainly
a Raid thing. Yes, they did. And basically, they got a trailer out here for you. It kind of looks like they don't want to reveal too much, but it looks like some mercenaries have taken over OCP, perhaps OCP headquarters, and then you've got to.
ICP?
Oh, yeah, down with OPP, and you got to take them down. And, man, that RoboCop game was so good, it's practically a movie. You know what I mean? It was like RoboCop 1.5. So I'm down for a standalone expansion back in the day. You got my money. I'll purchase it when it comes out in the summer. No exact
I'll get some aluminum foil, and then we'll just see what we can do.
Yeah, we don't normally do DLC, but we'll definitely stream it.
I'll just wrap OJ up.
But maybe we will. Sure, fuck it.
He'll just play the game uncomfortably in aluminum foil, baking in front of the computer.
And then I've mentioned it before. Wait, do we have the Rebellion this one, right? Yeah. So we got the Rebellion mentioning Judge Dredd, Joe. Timely that you mentioned that. People are wondering, hey. You know, what's going on with the 2000 AD games? These are great licenses. Yeah. Judge Dredd, it was this Judge Dredd versus Death. You know, Judge Death was like the only good video game in the series on Xbox, and even that was a little rough. I would love to see a Judge Dredd video game or other 2000 AD properties. There's been a few of them, but unfortunately, they've not been very good. And this is because you got British studio and publisher Rebellion, who basically, they're gearing up for Atomfall, which we'll take a look at that towards the end of the month. But a lot of people are like, where are those games? And Alex, what have they said to that?
They said, well, we kind of tried. We were looking at like licensing out some of these things, but it just hasn't worked out. And so they've given the IP to other people, and nothing really came from it, which I think is a shame. I mean, we taled about Taeyon. And they love doing IP stuff.
It's tough when you're working with licensors because, you know, it's kind of hit or miss. You know, Games Workshop for a long time was whoring out their license to anyone and everyone. and the quality of games weren't very
You gotta see
good
what sticks.
until they
Throw it all
kind
out.
of reined it in. So basically, the licensing initiative just doesn't have seem to have paid off. But they're looking into it and looking to get some more control over that and put out some better games, I
Call
guess.
Saber, and I know they're busy with some other stuff right now.
Saber
but,
Interactive.
But like, you find these people that take established IPs and then just make like love letters to the fans and like
They're doing well with Sniper Elite, but we need more of those licensed ones.
Yeah, I see like the Sniper Elite engine. I need for Judge Dredd. I want something a little bit more different, and so it's like. I don't know. Look at the people who are competent and they're passionate, and let's get a really good Judge Dredd game. I think it's perfect.
With his sidekick?
Yeah.
Rob Schneider.
No.
No?
God damn it, no, he ruined the movie. Because the
Rob
first 15
Schneider.
minutes of that movie was actually pretty good, pretty accurate. Rob Schneider. Oh, God, Joe. But I want arrest mechanics. And you know what? Sniper Elite Engine, fine. If I could get some slow-mo and some, fucking,
Yeah, that'd
shooting
be
criminals in the face, and that'd
Freeze.
be pretty sweet. Freeze. In other news, in Angry Joe Show history news, guess who I got an email, Joe, from? Hi, Joe. We met at E3. I gave you a presentation
There's a lot of
for
people.
Elix. So Amadeus got in touch with me. These is former developers at Piranha Bytes, who we have a history with. I always used to rail on the Risen games back in the day. These are guys that did the original Gothic, Risen, Elix. And they're really cool guys. 4 of us just announced our new game after the closure of Piranha Bytes. If you'd like to cover it in any way, we would be very happy. So I'm like, yeah, sure, man. These are kind of like frenemies or not awesome people.
They make AA games, and like they know they make AA
They
games,
know,
and they're not always great.
And,
But it's like,
and the best part is they don't
like
get
my movies.
offended
It's
when I
fine.
do an angry review. They laugh along with me, So it was good meeting y'all in person. So they got a new game. Joe put the trailer up here. It's coming out. It's Rootbound. It's a physics-based action adventure about a plantling's quest to save its home from a mysterious blight. And you can tell as far as it's very bright. It's colorful. It's interesting.
Puzzles.
It actually looks really cool.
Ancient
Type
puzzles.
what do you call it? 3/4 kind of so it's different from Risen and Gothic and all those things. But hey, I want to give them a shout out since they've been so awesome with us. Brain Lag Games is the new company that they made after the closure of Piranha Bytes. So go check out that game. And thank you for being good sports over the years with Risen and Elix and maybe we can chat about that upcoming Gothic remake. I know they're not in charge of that, but I wonder what they think of it. Okay, and then one final story here. No, that's it. I got it all. Well, thank you guys so much. And make sure that you guys are checking out our sponsors.
you use your phone every day. Again, make sure you're keeping track of
Use
your
to
money.
save money.
Yeah, especially Netflix just goes up like every week, and eventually
I
you're
know. My sister's complaining about it.
Yeah.
Like, well, you gotta do something about it.
I love that, man. I check it every day.
Seriously, OJ will be
It
like,
saved me so much
we'll be
money.
hanging out, and he's like, man, I just constantly have to like call my sister and be like, tell her that you're traveling so I can watch something on Netflix, and it's like, you're such a shitty moocher, and
What?
Yeah.
that's real.
All right.
That's true.
That's it, guys. We have a part 2, so stay tuned to part 2. And thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you on the next Angry Joe Show. Bye, guys.